it's very difficult for people to understand something like this, but in the 80s, when I became a pop star, I was a pop singer when I began. I had a #1 record, I was a pop star. I saw myself on the front of so many magazines, on TV all the time.
Well, it was all just a quest to make pop music. Everybody wanted to make pop music, and the thing is, you don't just wake up one day and think I'm going to make a dance record or a pop record. You've got to start somewhere.
I take pop music quite seriously. All that we've ever wanted to do was make good pop records.
Because I think that most people who are professional musicians suffer from what I call the greed factor. They want massive, massive commercial success. They'll do anything to get it. That's what they go into it for. If that happens to me, and it has happened before, that's just a bonus. That's not the main motivation. I'm not that passionate about being a professional musician. That's just something I do. I still haven't found the niche in life that everybody looks for, where you think, oh, I want to dedicate my entire life to doing this. Music's something I do at the moment. It's just a means to an end. I enjoy doing it.
The thing is that what I found very churlish about pop music is nobody ever mentions where they get their influences from. They're ashamed of their influences. They don't mention it. They mention anything else.
And we get no credit whatsoever. It just disheartens me, because the only thing I ever wanted credit for was the music. I never wanted credit for being a wonderful person or a great human being or looking peculiar. I just wanted credit for the music, but yet again that's snatched away from me. Pop music's the backing track for everyday existence. It's not a cure for cancer. It's not going to change anything ultimately. So I think pop music's disposable, just like pop singers and pop stars, and ultimately we're disposable.
And I'm not used to doing this over CDs that I don't listen to once I've made them, because to me pop music is a disposable thing, and once I've done it I just throw it in the bin.
Now it has really become that people aren't writing their own material. It's a team of producers and a songwriter, and the artist's just a little puppet in the way, and it's great work if you can get it. They probably have a really happy life, but it wasn't what I wanted.
There was a period in Europe and the US where I found listening to the music that was being played, I no longer felt there was a place for me in that music, because there were no singers. It was samples. It was a house beat and an out of tune bass. And I'm sorry to criticise it, but I do feel, particularly in England, that the drug culture of ecstasy ruined music. It completely took the music away, because people just wanted to twitch the bodies to try and course this drug through the veins to this beat. And Steve and I would sometimes go to clubs and try to go to clubs to think, well, maybe we can find some inspiration in it, and we looked very, very hard and we could find absolutely no inspiration in it at all. I just wanted to keep doing what I'm doing, and I'm very lucky that everything in the creative field, it's like a big circle. It comes round and round and round again, and if you just stay doing what you started to do, eventually a new generation pick up on it and it's new to them. I had no desire to go and reinvent ourselves musically and change ourselves into an acid house band or anything. I wanted to do disco. I grew up wanting to do disco, and I think that I'll die doing disco. The way that progress has taken it, people no longer listen to records, they watch records with things like MTV and VH1. If you don't like the video or you don't like the look, you don't really listen to the record. I came out of the punk era when things were very, very new and relatively threatening. Now, what do I see from pop rivals? Kill them. I just see old ideas. I don't think it's very, very stimulating for the generation that's younger than them just to get regurgitated old ideas. There are new things happening and we're letting them die. We just make pop music.
For you, it's about
just pop music. As I've said earlier, there's only two types of music. There's good music and bad music. And